Hi everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Welcome to the Citizen channel and one of our regular features as we do That Was the Week That Was, where we have a look at a couple of games and some throw in the odd general knowledge quiz question as well. It's a little quiz. You could do it in your own time, pause the thing and have a think, or really challenge yourself. Just do it in normal time. I'll try and leave a little bit of a space between the questions. There's 21 questions. There's sort of 10 based on the Arsenal game on the 21st of February and 10 on the Monchengladbach game on the 24th of February. And we have an odd little extra question as well, just a bit of fun questions. There'll be spot the balls, missing headline rounds, stuff like that. So please, we've not done this before. Please enjoy anyway. I say it's fairly family friendly, sort of some easy questions, some perhaps not so easy. Yeah, so please, if you're new to this channel, please push that subscribe button. You will see all my City stuff, City quizzes, City present, City past, City magazine vlogs, loads of stuff there on City. So please, if you've not already subscribed, please do so. And if you've not any City friends that don't know about the channel, if you can get them over here, that'd be fantastic. I'm trying to get to hit that magical 1,000 figure. Not many, is it, compared to some of the other guys out there? I'm trying to hit that by the end of May, the end of the football season. So first target is to get to 800 by the end of March. So we're on the way to that anyway. So any help you can give me will be much appreciated. And if you do check the playlist for all my City stuff, don't be confused. There's some film and TV stuff as well. I have a little film and TV channel. So have a look at that if you fancy having a peek at films and TV. I mean, a lot of people like football, like films and TV, don't they? I do reviews on films and drama, and I do quizzes on there as well, and poster movie battles, stuff like that. So have a look on there, or point someone in my direction. If you know someone who might be interested, that'd be great. And there's a couple of links on screen for Facebook and Twitter. I do try and check every 3 or 4 days, so if you seek me out on there, I will follow and friend back. All comments very welcome on anything to do with City or anything to do with films and TV. You go on to one of my other little vlogs, but yeah, all comments are welcome. And if you haven't got time for a comment, if you enjoy it, please just give us a little thumbs up. It's great. It's great to get views, but it's lovely to get a little thumbs up from you as well. So it only takes a split second, and it makes an old man very, very happy. Right, that was the week that was. City versus Arsenal and Borussia Monchengladbach. Yes, another 2 victories. I think since I've been doing this quiz for a few weeks now. Yeah, I've not been beaten. I'm not going to claim responsibility, because I know when we do get beaten, you'll shout at me. But yeah, it's going so up to now. I've fingers crossed. Yeah, we've not been beat since I've been doing this quiz. That was the week that was. Hey, there you go. Right, on to the Arsenal game first. With some picture questions and stuff on telly, so I'll keep your eyes peeled. I'll cover my face up where possible, so you don't have to suffer me. Right, question 1. Here we go. Yeah, the Emirates is currently the 3rd, 4th, or 5th largest capacity stadium in England. So the Emirates is currently the 3rd, 4th, or 5th largest capacity stadium in England. So have a think about that one, and say you can pause this, or just I'll wait a few seconds and go on to question 2, and you can sort of make a little note of it and think about it for a bit and try it again, or whatever you need to do. But yeah, the Emirates is currently the 3rd, 4th, or 5th largest capacity stadium in England. That's question 1. And question 2, yeah, there we go. There's a little lineup for the match, wasn't there, against Arsenal? So, but who's missing from the starting 11? And who's missing off the bench? So which 2 players? I'm useless at these. When I look back and I think I look back when I was doing this quiz, and I think I can't remember definitely can't remember the first lot. I find it really hard. But I'm an old man. I mean, obviously any younger ones out there doing it, you'll be all right. So who's missing from the starting 11 and the bench for the game against Arsenal? That's question 2. Yeah, question 3. Before becoming Arsenal, this is a general knowledge thing. What name were they known as? So they weren't called Arsenal. They sort of obviously shortened it to Arsenal. But I'll give you a clue. Obviously, it does have Arsenal in the name. But what were they called before becoming just Arsenal FC? What were they called before then? That's question 3. Question 4. Yeah, Fernandinho's not very impressed, is he? But who's he not impressed with? Who's that in the picture that Fern is sort of just down to his knees, really wondering how, So who's not impressed? Sorry, well, who's not impressed? We know Furner's not impressed, but who is it? He's not doesn't seem impressed about. He may have changed his mind in the Borussia game. Who knows? That's question 4. Question 5. Yeah, here we are. A link here now. Who links City and Arsenal? So we're after a name here. And also played for Leicester, Leeds and Oldham in his teams. Not solely them, but they were included in the teams he's played for. So who links City and Arsenal? So we're sort of looking for a player. And obviously he also played for Leicester, Leeds and Oldham amongst other clubs. So who links the two? Who links us and Arsenal? Not my lad's favourite player, to be honest with you, after his... But, you know... I'll explain that when I give you the answer, if I remember. I'll write it on the thing if I forget. That was question 5. Question 6, there we go. Spot the ball. We know with Sterling's header there. He's on its way, but where is it? And there'll be a similar one for Monchengladbach as well, I think. Obviously, where's the ball? So Sterling's header, but where is it? Where is it in that A, B, C or D? Question 6, not always the obvious place. Question 7, yeah, there was only one City substitute made, but who was it for? So who for who? Who came on and who went off against Arsenal? Only one substitution. He doesn't like playing subs now. I think that's, you know, people are criticising him for that. I think that's because basically he's doing these 5 or 6 changes every game. He's playing his team and he's sticking with it, and that's all there is to it, really. Unless he wants to waste a bit of time, he's not really had to do that much. So there you go. Anyway, who's on and who's off? That's by the by, isn't it? That was question 7. Question 8. Here we go. Shirt maths. A bit of adding up to do here. So it'll get your brains working. So how many do we get if you add all those 4 guys' squad numbers together? So you have to identify who they are, obviously, and then add up the squad numbers and what's the total we get to. One of the things I would have great difficulty. I'm getting better now. Now I'm doing these little quizzes. I'm actually getting better at squad numbers, but there's still a few I've sort of don't quite understand. Don't forget, this is the Arsenal side of the quiz. So it's very significant with the next question. Question 9. Yeah, I'll have to spell this out for you because I don't know how you pronounce it. Who is Jerry Quay? Q-U-Y. Jerry Quay. He was let go by Arsenal because of financial constraints of COVID after 27 years, but then was reinstated. What position does he hold at Arsenal? So who's this Jerry Quay? What is he? What's he do? What position has he got at Arsenal? They let him go and they've brought him back again. Just as he escaped, they dragged him back in. So what position does he hold at Arsenal? Question 10, missing headline round. There we go. So we've got a little headline there. Blank, better believe it. These are the champs. Blank, better believe it. These are the champs. There you go. I hate that. I mean, we all hate that, don't we? But there's nothing wrong with confidence. We used to think we're going to win the league when we won after about 4 games into the league in the old days after we'd done well. So hey, it's not the sort of thing to do now, though, is it? But yeah, it's just how it is. It doesn't matter, does it? Because we never did. And question 11, here we go. So that's the 10 Arsenal question. Question 11, a little bit of a bonus question. I sometimes do you are the ref, don't I? But just a little player identifier. Quite scary looking guys, these guys, when I put them together. Not the greatest to me, please accept my apologies. But so which 3 players are in that picture? So who's the top of the head, who's the nose, and who's the mouth? So give me the 3 players' names. Just a little bit of fun. I have no idea. I know they can. I've seen them done better, put it that way. But that's not hard, is it? Really, with my design quality, my design skills. So who are those 3 players? So the 3 points up for grabs there in that one. So I think there's a total of 13 points in that first 11 questions. Right, we're going to Monchengladbach. Borussia Monchengladbach. Spell it. No, I'm only kidding. I can actually spell it now. I mean, obviously, I've even double checked on the German shirt as well. And apart from the little dots that they put on it, I think we're all right. Right, here we go on to question 12. Yeah, the game, of course, wasn't played in Borussia's ground, was it? It was played on neutral territory in Budapest. What's the name of the stadium? What was it called? The stadium we played in? widely known. Everyone's mentioned it. I think you should be all right. Even I remembered. There you go. That was question 12. What's the name of the stadium we played at in Budapest? And question 13. Yeah, this is a multiple choice one. This was our 7th, 8th or 9th competitive meeting with the Borussia Monchengladbach in our history. So this was our 7th, 8th or 9th competitive meeting with Borussia Monchengladbach. And I was there for the very first meeting between us. There you go. There's not many clubs you can say that about, is there really? not of a certain age, even older guys, even that say, you know, were you there at the first game against Arsenal? No. Right, question 14. There we go. Another who's on and who's off there. But you got 4 players. We've got images there today on that one. So who's on and who's off. So 4 players. It doesn't matter if you remember who came on and who came off. Just give us the 4 names of the 4 players in that image. So who's on and who's off. 4 players. So I just want 4 players' names. So that's from the Monchengladbach game. Don't forget. A couple more subs by Pep, wasn't there, for that one? Question 15, this is a true or false one, so you've got a 50-50 chance if you're not 100% sure. Of course, chances were relatively few and far between us and Borussia Mönchengladbach, and that was sort of reflected in the amounts of corners in the game. If you'd watched my preview, my review show, you obviously would know I was a bit surprised by this, but there were only 2 corners in the full 90 minutes. Is that true or false? There was only 2 corners between us, so, you know, it could have been 1 each, could have been 2 for them, 2 for us, whatever it was, but there's only 2 full corners in the full 90 minutes. Is that true or false? Simple true or false question. Worth a guess if you don't know, isn't it? There you go. Question 16, there we go, another spot the ball. This time we know where it's going, don't we, again? But is it A, B, C or D? So where's it? Is it? We know where it's going, but is it A, B, C or D? Question 16, again, not always the obvious place. Question 17, except for the assistant VAR official, who's, I don't know, I mean, why do they need an assistant VAR official? I mean, I'm sure he doesn't make any decisions. Who was Italian against Borussia? From which country did the referee and his entourage come from? So all the other officials, his linos and the 4th official, all came from the same country. It was just the assistant VAR referee, the VAR assistant, who came from another country, came from Italy. But where did the other guys come from? So where did the referee, and I won't say his name because that might give it away if you've forgotten, the referee and his linos and 4th official, where did they all come from? The VAR guy, where did the main VAR guy, where did they all come from? What country? All from the same country. Question 17. 18, another missing word in the headline one there. We've got João delivers ball onto a blank platter. There you go. João delivers ball onto a blank platter. So what's the missing word? Question 18, not far off now. Question 19, City first played Borussia Mönchengladbach back in 1979. As I said, I was there at that one. There was a bit of a problem at the time with scouting information with the bad weather throughout Europe, and obviously Alisson had been over there to try and spy on them and find out what was going on. Just you know, they'd seen him obviously in previous years, etc., but they didn't have as much information as they'd like, and obviously because of the bad weather they weren't playing any games, so it was hard to get information. But an English team actually helped City out and gave us some information on the some information on our German opponents. But which English club was it? Was it Leeds? Was it Nottingham Forest? Was it United? Or was it Liverpool? I mean, so one of those clubs give us some information on Borussia Mönchengladbach back in 1979 to try and help us out, because obviously we were having trouble getting a few details on stuff. So, was it Leeds United? Obviously, not Nottingham Forest, United, or Liverpool. Obviously, all quite active around the late 70s, etc. in Europe, weren't they? Those, but which club helped us out of those 4? And question 20, the penultimate question. That's an easy one, that one. I thought I'd try. I did another one, it was quite hard, so I thought I'd do an easy one. So who's that there? Who's digitised? Who's the image? Which player is it from? Obviously, it's from the other night. It's from the Monchengladbach game. Who is it? I think that's quite easy. I'll say I did a couple, and that was easy. I could have done the other one. I'll sort of wean you in. I'll do a harder one next time. So who's that? Or who dat? Question 20. And question 21. Yeah, again, we'll have a lineup question here, but I think the starting 11's quite early. But who's missing from the subs bench? Who's done a runner? Which two players have done a runner from the subs bench from the Monchengladbach game? I mean, we have more subs than players, don't we, in European competitions? Yeah, a couple of subs are blanked out there, but which two have done a runner? Have a think. I mean, if you think it's almost our entire squad, if you like, then you might be able to figure it out. But yeah, I might have struggled. That was question 21 and the final question. So there's a total of 23 points up for grabs anyway, if you get everyone right on this one. Let me know how you do. Right, I'll give you the answers now. Are you ready for the answers? Right, yeah, here we go. The Arsenal game. So back to the Arsenal game, 21st of February. Yeah, the Emirates is currently 3rd, 4th or 5th. Of course, it's 4th at the moment, behind Wembley, the Swamp, and obviously Spurs' new ground. Is it just called, I don't know, is it called Tottenham Stadium? I don't know what it's called, to be honest with you. It's not sponsored yet, is it? I don't think. Yeah, so it's actually the fourth largest capacity stadium in England, which is behind Wembley, the Swamp, and Tottenham Hotspur. That's question 1. Get yourself a point for that. Question 2, yeah, who's missing from the lineup and the bench? Well, of course, missing from the starting 11 against Arsenal on that picture was my Bezzy mate. Duracell, wasn't it? It was Mr. Bernardo Silva. So Bernardo, Duracell, Silva, whichever way you want to look at. And of course, sort of the subs bench, yeah, he's not having many goals at the moment, is he? Seems to be the forgotten man at the moment, does he? Torres, but I'm sure he'll get a chance, but he needs experience, don't he? He needs to be playing. Perhaps we'll see a lot more of him next season. It's just one of those things, and it's just how it works out, isn't it? So yeah, Bernardo and Torres are missing. Question 3, yeah, before becoming Arsenal, of course, they were known as Woolwich Arsenal, W-O-O-L. W-I-C-H, Woolwich Arsenal, changed in 1914 at the outbreak of war. That old badge there, that's on eBay, I think, that badge. I mean, they were asking a few quid for that. Question 4, yeah, who dat, of course, yeah, Fernandinho wasn't impressed, was he? It was obviously João Cancelo, wasn't it? He did sort of make up for certain things, didn't he, in the next game, but yeah, that's João Cancelo. Is the guy with the funny head on. And you say Ferner wasn't very impressed. Question 5, yeah, who links City and Arsenal? Has also played for Leicester, Leeds and Oldham. Well, of course, there he is. It's Mr. Paul Dickoff. Yeah, it's only my son just got a bit upset with Paul Dickoff, how he celebrated when he come back to City and scored goals. But they're not, it's the thing now to keep quiet and not celebrate, is it? But yeah, I've seen a few when I've been looking at sort of watch-alongs from the past. Andy Hinchcliffe's another one. Andy Hinchcliffe really enjoyed it when he went to Everton and he scored against us. So yeah, it's interesting. And Dickoff obviously celebrated like he'd won the World Cup when he'd scored against us, or when his team scored against us. So my lad never quite forgive him, to be honest with you. Question 6, yeah, so that's Paul Dickoff anyway, the link between the clubs. Question 6, spot the ball, there we go, yeah, the header's on its way. And it was it was ball C, wasn't it? So if you said C, give yourself a point for that one. Question 7, only one City substitute was made. Who was it for? Well, it was Jesus on, and of course, Kevin De Bruyne off. So just the one substitution. Jesus on, KDB off. 8. Now, question 8, shirt maths. Yeah, how many do we get? Well, you've got Cancelo, who's 27. You've got Gundogan, who's 8. You've got Edison, who's 31. And you've got Stones, who's number 5. So 27 plus 8 is 35, plus 31 is 66, plus 5 for Stones, that's 71. So if you said 71, well done, your head's working. You got your head in gear and you got the right question. Question 9. Yeah, who is Jerry Quoy, or Q-U-Y? I have no idea what he looks like, to be honest with you. But yeah, after 27 years, of course, it was he's reinstated, didn't it? Was it Ozil said he'd pay his wages? I don't know. Of course, he's Gunnosaurus, isn't he? He played. He was one of 55 people that Arsenal let go because of the coronas thing, obviously, at the time. And he played that role for 27. Had played that role for 27 years, and he will continue to play it as far as I know, because I'm sure he's still back there. So that's Gunnosaurus, of course. Anyway, this Jerry Coates. So well done to you if you got that one. Question 10. Yeah, the missing word in the headline, of course. Blank, better believe it. These are the champs. It's blue, better believe it. Blue, better believe it. What a pun. Fantastic. These are the champs. So well, let's hope so. Fingers crossed. And the bonus question, the player identifier. Did you get it? Yeah, 1 or 2 are always quite easy. There's always one might be a bit iffy. But of course, we've got Sterling on top, Mahrez in the middle, and Foden on the bottom, haven't we? So Sterling, Mahrez and Foden were the 3 guys I was looking for. So give yourself 3 points. If you've only got 2-2 and only got 1-1. So that's 13 points for the Arsenal part plus the bonus part of the quiz. And on to the Monchengladbach game. Question 12. The game was played on neutral territory, of course, in Budapest, and it was played at the Puskás Stadium in Budapest. So a place I've never been. I sort of nearly, one of those places I kept checking and nearly went, but never did. I will go one day because I believe it's very nice. Question 13. This was our 7th, 8th or 9th competitive meeting. Well, of course, it's not going to be an even number, is it? Because obviously this was the first leg. So yeah, it's 7th. It was our 7th meeting. We've now won 4, drawn 2 and lost 1. So that was our 7th meeting. With Borussia Monchengladbach. And of course, the Etihad game in 3 weeks, as I'm doing this, will be our 8th meeting. We'll even it up, obviously. Question 14, who's on and who's off? 4 players there. Well, there's 4 players, of course. You've got Torres, you've got Aguero coming on, and you've got, of course, Mr. Foden and Jesus going off. So Torres, Aguero, Foden and Jesus. Don't matter which order you put them in. You've got all 4-4, 3-3, 2-2, 1-1. You know how it works. Question 15. Yeah, true or false? Chances were relatively few and far between. So in the amounts of corners in the game, but there were only 2 in the full 90 minutes. It was actually false. There was only 1. There was only 1 corner in the whole 90 minutes, or 93 minutes, was it? So yeah, it was very, very unusual, just for 1 corner. I mean, I'm sure there have been games where there's been 0 corners, but yeah, that was. But anyway, the statement was false. I said there was 2 corners. In fact, there was only 1, so it was even worse, but or even lower. I'll say it was worse. Don't really matter, does it? Question 16. Spot the ball. There we go. As I say, we know where that one's going as well. But did you say letter D? If you said D. Yeah, you're spot on there. You can see it. You're spot on with spot the ball if you said letter D. Question 17. Yeah, the assistant VAR official is Italian, of course, but the referee was Arthur, I called him Arthur Diaz, there you go, so you can sort of guess from that surname. Yeah, they're all from Portugal, the referee and his assistants and his 4th official, etc. So I was looking for Portugal for the answer from that one. Question 18, yeah, the missing word in the headline, and of course, João delivers the ball onto a Silva, S-I-L-V-A. If you wrote Silva down as in ER, that's all right. It's just a pun. I'll let you off on that one. But yeah, João delivers the ball onto a Silva platter. So that was the missing word in the headline. That's question 18. Question 19. Yeah, City first played Bayern Munich, Borussia Monchengladbach, because we've got BM written down here, because I couldn't be bothered typing it out every time. City first played Borussia Monchengladbach back in 1979. And of course, information was, as I said, we did struggle. I said Alisson actually flew over to watch a game, and it was called off at the last minute. He sort of blamed and said it was they did it because he was going over to watch him. A bit silly, but there you go. He was a bit of a strange character sometimes, Malcolm Alisson. Great coach, wasn't he? But he had his moments. Yeah, and it was actually Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool actually surprised. They'd actually played him in a cup final the year before, and they had like a dossier on them, and they'd played them 2 or 3 times, I think, over the years. And obviously, it was our first time of playing them. So, yeah, Liverpool supplied us with a little dossier, and that image you see was taken from one of the a City programme. Obviously not the not the in-depth part. I'm sure there was more in-depth things on it, but yeah, that was published in the City programme at the time. So Liverpool was the answer. 19, eh? They weren't ripping off our scouting things then, were they? They were helping us out. Eh? How times change. Question 20. Yeah, who dat did you take? Yeah, it was easy, that one, wasn't it? Of course, it was the Gundalorian, wasn't it? It was, of course, Ilkay Gundogan. I think it was the face give it away with that. I think the face and the beard. I mean, I don't know, because I saw the original. Perhaps it wasn't as easy as I think. But hey, let me know anyway. Did you get it? Was it easy? Let me know. That was question 20, the penultimate question. And for 21, the last one. Yeah, the two subs that did the runner from the bench for the Borussia Monchengladbach Champions League game, of course, were Fernandinho and Riyad, wasn't it? Riyad Mahrez. So Ferner and Mahrez had done a runner. So there you go, 23 points. Let me know what you got. Let me know how you did on that. Did you enjoy it? Give us a thumbs up if you've not already done that, if you enjoyed that. Let us know what you got. Or just say, yeah, I did really well, Bernard, I got them all. Or oh, I'm rubbish, Bernard, I got less than half, or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. Just leave your comments. That'd be fantastic. Of course, I'll be back with another one. That was the week that was after our next two games. I haven't got a clue. Oh, yeah, I do know. Yeah, West Ham and Wolves, that's it. I think the United's the one after that, isn't it? Yeah, because they've squalled Wolves in, haven't they? So I'll be back with another. That was the week that was after the West Ham and Wolves games. Let's hope it's another 2 victories, eh? And yeah, onwards and upwards. But fingers crossed. Who knows? It's got to run. It's got to come to an end at some stage. I know we don't want it to, but it will at some stage. Anyway, thanks for watching. When we do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. More importantly, let's all look after each other. So we meet here again on the Citizen channel, or perhaps you have a flit across. Please have a check of my film and TV channel over there. Whatever it is, all I ever ask is please stay safe, Blues. Thanks for watching. Come on, City. Bye for now.